This one's a tough one. Hey everyone, it's Mary and welcome back to my channel. And as you can tell from the title of this video, I am thinking about leaving Booktube, which I know is going to come as a little bit of a shock to some of you and probably not a shock to others, but it's been on my heart for a while. I've been really struggling with this decision. I've been feeling this way for a little while. I actually felt this way kind of last year. I did a video I'll put somewhere up top for you to kind of see where I was last year. And I'm feeling a very similar way right now. So I just want to kind of talk through how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and my reasoning for doing so, and we'll kind of go from there. So, leaving Booktube. Why am I leaving Booktube? Well, the reason I started the Booktube channel, or my switch to the Booktube channel, which I did about almost 2 years ago, it's been a little less than 2 years, was because I wanted to talk about books with people. I love books. I love talking about books, and there's really no one in my life that shares the same type of reading that I do. My sister also likes to read, but she reads more like horror thriller than romance. And then I've got friends at church that read like strictly Christian romance and things like that. I have friends that read strictly YA. I don't have any friends that actually read romance novels. And so when I found the Booktube community and I found a community of romance readers, I was immediately like, that's it. These are my people. And I can't wait to get on here and talk about books. And so I comment on other people's videos. I decided that I was going to jump in. And that was my whole reason for starting this channel, was because I wanted to interact with people. I wanted people to talk with me about the books they were reading, to comment on the books I was reading, and to really start some friendships online with people who love the same kind of books that I love. And unfortunately, in the almost 2 years that I've been here, that really has not happened. When I switched over to Booktube from cancer vlogging, I was over 100 subscribers. I think out of all of my subscribers, the last 40 or 50 probably came from Booktube, and the rest all came from all the prior vlogging I did with cancer vlogging. So I haven't really grown subscribers at all. And to be honest with you, my videos only average 15 to 20 views, sometimes 25 views. It takes about a month to hit 25 views, so it takes a long time. I'll do a couple screenshots just to show you what I'm dealing with here. I might have 1 or 2 videos that break out and do better than that, but typically I'm averaging maybe 15 to 20 views on a video. Most of my Vlogmas videos that I spent so much time working on got like less than 10 views, and I get maybe 1 comment every 5 or 6 videos. If I have a real controversial video, like my Core Riley video did well because it's controversial, then I might get a few extra comments. But on my typical like monthly wrap-ups or recommendations or book reviews, or I went shopping for books, or any of the normal like Booktube content, unless it's controversial in some way, I don't get very many views out of, and I typically don't get a comment. I have basically like 2 or 3 people that comment on my entire channel, and one of them I know in real life. So like, I still consider her a friend, and I'm glad she comments. But I'm like, I know you in real life. You would have commented anyway. You would have commented if I was like, you know, crocheting online, because you're my friend. And that's what friends do. But as far as like people actually like legit interacting with me, I don't really have that on here. And then part 2 of that, and this is, I swear I'm gonna come across like a whiny brat on this video, and that's not my intention. I'm just letting you know how I feel, so please don't take me as like being a whiny brat. I feel like I'm not part of the cool kids. Like, I don't really fit the rest of Booktube. I'm not. I'm 40. Okay, I am 40. I'm 40 and fat. 40 and fat. And not the part of the cool club here. Like, I'm just not. Most of the other booktubers on here are younger than me, cuter than me. They have merch. You know what I mean? Like, they have much bigger following. Like, I kind of feel like I'm in high school again, and I'm sitting at the nerd table where no one talks to you, and all the cool kids like wave every once in a while, but then pretty much kind of ignore you. That's what it kind of feels like on here. And I don't think anyone's doing that intentionally. I think that it just kind of happens with Booktube. I think Booktube is really hard to break into There's a lot of other places on YouTube, like the other niches that are the same way. But Booktube's just hard to break into unless someone bigger than you shouts you out and like holds your hand and pulls you in some kind of way. You really kind of don't get there, I don't feel like. And because I'm not quite in with the cool kids, that's just where I'm at. So the reason why I'm thinking about leaving Booktube is because, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, there's not a lot of return for the effort that I put into this channel, and I feel like my efforts can be better used on other things than on this where there's no return. To kind of break it down for you, a typical video for me takes me at minimum a couple hours to do. Sometimes longer, depends on the video. I will have to research if it's a recommendations video, even if it's my monthly wrap-ups, because I have to go back and get the covers and download the covers, so I have all the covers to put in little inserts of the covers. I have to go back and remind myself who were the characters, what was this book about, remind myself of major things that happened in the book so that I can retell what I read to you guys and be able to like give it an honest review. That will take a little bit of time just to go through and like, if you notice, I'm always looking over here at my notes because I have an actual page of notes of like, here's the book, here's the rating, here's the cover, here's what you thought, so that I know what to tell you guys, right? So then all that takes time to put together. Then I have to sit down and actually record the video, and sometimes recording will take 2 or 3 takes, depending on how many times you get tongue-tied, how many ums, and how many people interrupt you in the middle of recording, right? So then that'll take a little while. Then when you're done with all of that, you have to go back and edit the video, clean it up, put in your graphics, put in any music if you want it, put in your cover photos, do all of the work to kind of make it look pretty, and then you have to upload it to YouTube, and you have to put in your graphics, and you have to put in your description and all your tags and all your stuff, and then it at minimum it takes me 2 hours. If it's a long recommendation video that's like 30 minutes long or something, it could take me up to 3 hours to get a video recorded and uploaded on my YouTube channel for me to get like 15 views. And I know that, again, I'm going to sound like a snotty brat, but that is a lot of time and effort to put into a video that I really don't get a return out of. So why am I wasting my time with it? I love talking about books. So it's not that I don't love the content that I'm doing, because I love to tell you about what I'm reading, but it's almost like I'm talking to myself. And that's really disappointing to me, because that's not why I started my channel. So with that being said, I don't know if this is going to be my last video or not. I don't know. I mean, I kind of hit a wall this week because my sister and me have our podcast that actually comes back out at the end of March. It comes out on season 3 starts on March 27th. We have started a TikTok for the podcast where we're going to do short, scary stories on the TikToks. On the TikTok, I sound like an old lady. On TikTok, I have my author account on TikTok that I'm trying to promote. I have my book that I'm writing, because I have another book coming out later this year. I have a book that I'm working on with my sister. I have all these other projects, plus my normal day job and taking care of my dad and all of that suck up so much of my time, that for me to also put 2-3 hours per video, and I was doing 2 to 3 videos a week, so for me to put like 6 to 9 hours into creating videos for YouTube where I really am not seeing a return just seems like a waste of my time. It's not that I don't love it. It's not that it's a great hobby, but it just is a lot of time that I'm really not getting much out of, because I can write a review about a book I read and put it on Amazon or put it on Goodreads and get the same kind of interactions without having to spend 2-3 hours on a video. So that's how I feel today. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with my schedule, which I think is why I'm also feeling this way. But I do want to kind of end this video on a little bit of a lighter note in saying that I still love the Booktube community very much. And I will always watch the videos. There are some favorites on here who are my go-to for TBRs. I will 100% still watch you. I will give you a thumbs up. I will leave you a comment. I actually am thinking about like paying to subscribe to a couple of you guys, because I love you so much, and I'm considering, and I will always love Booktube, and that will never change. I just don't think that I really fit in. And that's why I'm taking a step back. So I don't know that I'm quitting. That's why my title says I'm thinking of leaving Booktube, but I'm definitely taking a step back. Right now I have other things I just need to focus on. So I don't know. I don't know if this is just like I'm having a bad couple weeks here and I need to just step away and regroup. I don't know if this will be my last video. I don't know if I will come back with other book. I don't know. Maybe this channel will just sit here and maybe this will switch to something else. I don't know what the future is going to bring. But I do know that for right now, I feel like it's a time sucker that I'm not really getting much out of other than wasting my time. So again, no shade to the Booktube community, so don't be hateful in the comments because that's not how I feel. But I love you all who are here and support me and have subscribed and have left comments and have tried to be as supportive as you can be. I hope you know that I love you. And I don't know what the future will bring, so I guess we will see. All right, guys. Bye.